Hello, my dearest viewers. I'm back again, and in this video, I'm going to do one of the things that I said I was actually going to do. It's candy related, so if you read the title, you already know what this is about. In this video, I am going to teach you how to make a fancy 3D cuff, such as this one. So this cuff that I'm showing you right now was actually commissioned by one of my friends, and I have to give it away to them. And they're gonna give me money for it. Obviously, that's a commission so far. But I am going to teach you how to make it before it disappears, and then I'll have my own. And you'll have your own if you're making it. So, the supplies that you're going to need for making this cuff. A base color. This black is going to represent the white in this one. Whatever other colors you want. And star beads, such as these. You can get a bunch of beads on Bead Tin. That's where I got mine. And Bead Tin is really good prices, so you should buy from them if you're able to. And lastly, you're gonna need string, like a lot of string. So, to start off, you're gonna cut yourself some string. Now, you're gonna need quite a lot. So, like, just get a lot. This one is probably, like, my arm length times 2. So, now you have your arm length times 2. You can start making your X base. Now, the X base for this cuff is 4 X's tall, and I'm going to show you how to start off on it and then how to end it. You're going to get your base color, and if you want, you're going to get some other colors too. I'm going to get some other colors. So, to start making your X base, which is going to be the foundation on the inside of all this stuff, you are going to take 2 of your base color beads. For me, that's black. You can use whatever color you want. And you're going to put 2 on there. And then you're going to pick one of your other colors if you choose to use another color. And you're going to put that on there next. And then you're going to repeat this pattern of 2, 1, 2. See? Like so. Now you're going to continue doing that until you've made a single. Like this. This says Minecraft though. We're not making one with words. Here's what I have so far. So you're going to want to have an even amount of the 2 base colors that you're using. Because if you don't have an even amount, then your X's are not going to line up. You have all your beads on there. You're going to tie it just like how you would with a normal single. But you have this really long tail right now, and I'm going to tell you what to do with that next after you tie it. You can tie it however many times you want. I tie it a couple times just so it feels more secure. So I have completed my single, and I have 12 groups of these black base beads, which means in total I have 36 beads. Now obviously it may be a little different for you depending on how many beads you use, but as long as it is a multiple of 3, then you should be okay. Now, to actually start making the rest of the X base, you're going to find the end of your string, wherever it is. Here it is. And you should be in between these 2 black beads and then this one other colored bead. So I'm going to take my end, and you're going to put it through the colored bead. Pull it all the way through. Sorry for that terrible noise. It got caught on a bag. And now, you should have something like this. This is the tiny little tail. This is the long tail. So now, you are going to put 3 beads onto your string. I'm going to use all black, but you can use whatever because you won't really see this part unless you look directly on the inside of this cuff. So I'm getting 3 beads, and I'm going to put it right on the end of my string. And like so. Then you're going to pull it all the way to the bottom. And you should be looking at something like this. And after you've done that, get the end of your string and put it through the next colored bead. So, you're going to put it through this purple one. It might be a different color for you, but that's okay. As long as it's not one of your base color beads, then you're fine. So I put it through, and I'm going to pull it all the way through. So now, you should have something like this. Using my other little one as an example here, the part we just did is going to end up being this part here that goes from the yellow, the orange, the pink, the orange, and the pink again. So that is the first little upside down V of your X. That's why it's called an X base. Now just continue doing that all the way around your cuff until you've reached the starting bead that you started out with. I'm about halfway through mine now, but I just want to make sure that you pull all of these really tight. It doesn't have to be like super duper tight, just make sure it's tight to the point where you like can't pull it anymore. So I have completed putting all my little bumps on, so you're gonna have something like this. Make sure you put the string that you ended it here through the bead you started on. For me, it's light purple. For you, it might be something else. Now, you're gonna want to take your string and put it right up through the black or whatever color bead you have, like so, and then you're going to put it through that next black or whatever color bead you have, so your string is going to be going through those. Then obviously you're going to pull it all the way through, until you have your string coming all the way out of that black bead or whatever color you have. And then you're going to continue putting on 3 beads at a time onto your string and basically just repeat what you did, except this time, instead of going through the colored beads at the bottom, you're going to be going through the bead that's right at the top of the points. So now you're going to have something like this, and just keep repeating doing that until you're all the way around and meet up with where you started again. I turned my big light on so you can actually see me well now. I hope it wasn't too hard to see before. It should be good now. So I just completed my next row, and it's going to be looking something like this. It might be starting to like flip vertically like this, and that's good. We want that to happen because then eventually it's going to be upright like this so you can wear it. Now if you look at the other side where it's more like tightly put together, you'll notice that it's starting to have these little X's here, and that's good. We want that, obviously, because it's called an X base. That's how it gets its name. And you're going to want to repeat the process of putting the little spikes on until you notice that there's 4 X's here, because this cuff on the inside, you can see that it's 4 X's tall. I'll try and get it up close for you. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So continue repeating that process until you have 4 X's. So I am halfway there. I'm 2 X's up. You can tell that it's 2 X's because there's 1, 2 X's. And this is what it should be looking like at this point. It should be standing up on its own. If it's not, you can kind of squish it together. But at this point, you're probably able to wear it. By now, you've probably completed it, and you've got all 4 of your X's. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're wondering, how do I finish this off? So find the end of your string once again. And instead of doing 3 beads, we're going to only do 2. So you got your 2 on there, and then you put it through the next spike like you were before. And that is going to make it so both of the ends look the same. Like so. And then repeat that until you're all the way around like you were before, and then you can tie it off. Now I have mine all done. I haven't tied it off yet though. Just make sure you pull it really tight so that it's like really tight. And then you're gonna want to get your string. So I ended on this orange bead, so I am going to put it through right there. And then I'm gonna pull it so that it's like this. And then it's in between the orange bead and those black beads or whatever base color you have. And then put it through the big loop of your string and pull that. Now you have a little knot. And do that a few more times until you feel like it's secure enough. Once you've tied it off, don't cut off the string. Leave the long string on there. You're going to need that because we're going to put it right through this orange bead or whatever color you used. So, stick it right through there. I said right through there. Okay, so now it's through there. Pull it all the way.
Put it all the way.
And then, for this part, we are going to start adding these little spiky points. So you're going to need 5 beads for this. You want 4 of your base color, or whatever color you prefer to use, and then 1 of like one of these other colors you used. Or you can use whatever colors you want. This is just how I'm making mine. Feel free to do whatever you want. It's your candy. So get all the colors that you want to be using, and similar to how you were doing before, you are going to do 2, 1, and 2. And I pull that all the way down the string. That hit me in the face. And it's gonna look like this. And then your next single bead, this is blue for me, you're gonna stick the string through that one. I said through that one. And then pull that all the way through until you have this little spiky. And then repeat that all the way around once again, like I've been saying for everything. That's basically how you make cuffs. You just do it over and over and over again. So now you should have all your spikes all the way around. You can pull them out if they're not spiking how you like. And where you ended up, I ended up on this purple one, but I haven't put it through here yet. You're going to want to put the string through these base color beads to your main color bead. Stick it through, just like so. Excuse you. Sometimes the string gets stuck on other beads, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. And then you have your string like that coming out of one of your spikes. And now we are going to start adding this part. So for this part, you're going to want to get 4 of your color beads, and then we're going to start with the stars. So get your color beads again, and we're doing the 2, 1, oops, I said 1, and 2 again, except this time instead of a regular pony bead, it's with a star bead. And get the end of your string and just put it right through the next spike for this color. You can make all the colors the same, it just depends on how you want it. You can make it any way you want it. I'm just doing this pattern because it's a flag of mine. Now just continue doing that all around, like I said before, just doing it all around again. Once you have completed the spikes with the stars, then get the end of your string again, and on the spike you ended on, put your string through these 2 beads and then the star bead. Like, boop. And, come on. Boop. Alright, look at this. Going all the way around. And now I can pull it. I said, and now I can pull it. I'm having issues. I hope you're having an easy time. I hope this tutorial is comprehensible. See, now it's coming out of the top of that bead. And if we look at this one, you might think that the next we're doing these white or base color ones, but we're not. If you look closely, you will see that this star bead here is connected on the inside to things. So that's what we're doing next. An easier view is if you look at these ones that aren't connected to the white ones, and you can see that they're connected on the inside to the X base. So for that part, you're gonna wanna get 4 beads. I'm choosing these sparkly purple ones because the last color I ended on was purple. You can use whatever color you want. You can just do a chaos cuff with random colors. Do whatever you want. So I'm starting with putting 2 beads on. And then get the end of your string. And we're going to pull this so it comes down this way. And then we are going to attach it. Let me check my reference. We're going to attach it so that it's 2 X's down. So, put it on my arm again so you can see. we are going to attach the end of this string right to this bead here.
So just put that through, if my string would go through.
Here we go. So now my string is through. If my hand wasn't in the string, it's gonna do that. And then continue with your secondary color. Get that on the string. And then we're going to put that one through the next star. And it's going to make a V shape like so. And then continue doing that with all the way around, like I've been saying over and over. It's literally just how you make the cuff. You just do the same thing over and over. Just in case you're confused, it should start looking like this empty side, and then all of these little spikes. This one's being weird, but you get the idea. Good luck. So, once you have gotten your spikes all the way around, like so, you are going to take the end of your string, and you should have ended on a star. So you're going to take it and you're going to put it through these two beads here. I don't know if you can see well. And you pull it all the way through, so now the string is coming out of there. And once you have done that, you are going to want to go through the bead that these are connected to. I'll show you once I've done it.
It's so much easier to just show it after I did it instead of like showing it as I'm doing it.
It's going to be going through this bead that these beads are connected to. And once you have done that, according to my reference here, you are going to use your like secondary color beads here and make another spike like this top bit. I'll show you. So you're going to want to get your secondary color bead, 4 of those, put it on this string, and you need another star, your other star, and then it's just the 2, 1, 2 again. So you put your last 2 on, like so. And then once you've done that, you're going to connect it to the next black bead that this like purple and pink one are connected to. Like so. And then repeat that until you reach the end again. Now at this point, you probably get the gist that we're gonna go through the beads and through the star and then make the spikes again. Although this time, we're going to connect it down to the bead here, and then eventually we're gonna make these again, but on the bottom. You should have your second row of spikies, and we're basically just gonna repeat what we did here, but backwards, obviously. So I'll come back, and I'll have this bottom part, but here, done. And then I will show you how to put these big outer fancy frilly parts on. Oh, also, I'm running out of string, so I'm going to show you how to connect more string. You're going to want to get the rest of your string from your loop. Get however much you want. I don't really need that much, so yeah. Cut that off, obviously, and then get your string attached to your cuff and the string that's not attached, and you are literally just going to tie it together. Make your little regular loop like that. I keep saying loop, but it's not a loop. And then you literally just tie it, and now you have it together. But you should tie it a few more times, because pulling on it when you're like making the cuff is gonna like loosen it a lot, so you gotta make it really extra. So now that you have completed all of the spiky bits, you can start doing the white in between fancy frilly bits. I'm not really sure what to call them. To do those, you just need to end up in one of the stars at the end of the points, and then you're going to put 4 beads on and connect it to one of these middle stars. Then connect it to a star up here again, and then repeat that. I connected my string through the star, and then, oops, get your 4 beads onto the string. How else are you supposed to make candy if the beads aren't on the string? So you're going to connect it to the next diagonal bead, like so. Then you're going to put 4 more on, and this one will connect up to this star at the top. So you're going to make another V shape, and then continue doing this all around like I did before. You should be looking a little something like this, and your string is coming out of that star bead there. So now we want to pull the string through these black beads, or your base color bead, and then out this star bead, and then you're just going to repeat the process here, but on this side, and I'll show you how that goes. So I pulled my string through the base color beads and the star bead, and now you're going to continue adding the 4 base color beads on, and go all the way around just like you did before, and then I'll show you how to tie it off, and then you're done. At this point, you've completed it. You did it. I'm so proud of you. Good job. And now I'm going to show you how to tie it off. You literally just stick it. Go like this, and then pull it this way, and then put the string through the loop you just made, and tie it like that, and you've done it. I already tied it twice by accident, so just tie it a few more times. Mine's probably secure by now. And I'm going to stick this extra string through these 4 beads here so that it's easier hidden, and then cut it off. And ta-da! You've done it. This giant cuff is now your own. This is actually really pretty, in my opinion. Like, these have 2 very different vibes. This is more like magical girl, I would say, and then this one is like, I don't know, I'm thinking like Muffet from Undertale. So that is the end of the tutorial. I hope it was useful. I hope you were able to actually make this giant cuff. Please let me know if it was easy to understand, if there's anything I can improve upon in future tutorials, but you didn't hear that from me. But please let me know if there's anything I can do better, if there's any specific tutorials you want to see, like if you want me to make a tutorial on something that was in my candy tour video. It depends on what the thing is, because I might not want to make another one of it. But please just let me know how this went. It literally took me like, how many hours? Right now it's 10:30 at night, and I started this around 3, so, it took me like 7 hours to make this video, so I hope you're proud of me, because I'm proud of you. Even if you didn't actually make the cuff, if you just watched the tutorial for fun, I'm still proud of you for watching. And thank you for watching, when you could have watched anything else, but you're watching this silly little loser rant on the internet about beads and string. So, as always, peace, love, unity, and respect. Push. Bye!